Buddy, to the film room. What is going on? What is going on? We are live here at downtown Southtown 101 at Pub Sports Radio Studios coming at you. As you can see, we are a trio today. I do have to my left here is Amanda Rogan.
What up, what up?
And of course, we do have Justin. But we did say last week that he had to have a name, not just Justin.
Yeah.
So.
But apparently there's some thought put into his, but whatever. I mean, that's fine. We're not gonna talk about that.
There was thoughts to put into yours too.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah. Who do you like the most? Or should I say, who do you love the most? Who do you want to marry?
Seth Rogen.
Okay. So why do I call you Amanda Rogan?
Because I love Seth Rogen.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
I put a lot of thought into that.
Okay.
So.
Hi, Ari.
You're fired.
No, she's not.
So the names that I have come up with for
Marley,
Justin.
behave.
Uh-oh. No, that's what Ari's doing. She's babysitting him right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she thought she was gonna be caught in the storm and all this other stuff. So, all right, you can babysit the kids. Thank you. So the name that I have come up with two. I come up with Justin Steele or Jay Steele. I'm sorry, Jay Steele. Justin, look at that. I've been saying his name. Okay, it's Jay Steele.
Yeah, Jay Steele.
Or Steeler J.
So let's know what you think.
So
either one is perfectly acceptable. I can go with either one.
Jose, what do you think?
What do you think, Josie?
That's an excellent question. I think the second one was better to me.
Steeler J.
Steeler J.
Yeah, I think I'm rolling with that one.
That
If I
was-
had to pick, but it's not my decision.
J Steele, Steeler J.
Steeler J.
So I mean, I'm just saying. So it's out there for viewers that are watching right now.
That's not hard to
By
say.
the end of the show, you let us know what you think.
Oh, Ari's thinking about it too.
Is she?
She's not sure.
So
It's a good one. Those are good ones.
what do you think?
I don't know.
So you got
Steeler J.
Steeler J
Jay Steeler.
or Jay Steele.
Jay Steele. That's right.
Jay
Jay
Steele.
Steeler. It's Steele.
Yeah.
Jay Steele, like blue steel with a J.
Mm-hmm. All because of his Steelers.
I don't know.
Steeler Nation.
There you go.
I like Jay Steele.
So
I like Jay Steele, but you have to commit, Justin.
I'll commit to
You
it.
have to commit to the name. You have to be like, this
Pick-
is Jay
pick the
Steele.
name and I
like
will
it's gotta be
become the
like
name.
sexy. Like you have to like really commit. I don't know. Say them both. Like, hey, this is.
let's see your radio
Yeah,
voice.
let's hear it.
Let's see what you got. Even though you're live too, as well on Facebook.
Ari said she'll be back. The kids are going wild. Oh, shit.
Here we go.
Go.
I'm trying to think which one I'm gonna pick. What's up? This is Steeler J. No, I think I like Jay Steele.
Jay Steele
Yeah.
sounds good, right?
I think I like Jay Steele.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think
All
you
right,
sound
sorry
good.
guys, you already chose.
Yeah.
Too long. So you're sticking with Jay Steele. All right.
Steele.
So to my right, we have Jay Steele.
What's up?
Nice. So let's get into it. Let's get into the show. So basically, as you can see in our background, we do have the Justice League up once again.
Oh. I thought it was Marvel.
Well, we're gonna get to that conversation later of that DC versus Marvel.
Oh.
So with the
let's-
rant that you went on
Let's get to that.
later.
Go ahead.
Okay, so
I'm ready.
everybody is so happy that the Snyder Cut is coming out, the director's cut, the Snyder Cut, all this other stuff. I'm one of those people. Yeah, I want to see where.
Okay, I'm excited if it's gonna be good. If it's gonna be good, do it. Let's do it.
It's good. It's
gonna be
hopefully it's
good?
gonna be. I think it's gonna be better than
Justin?
what we saw.
I'm looking forward to it.
Jay Steele.
Jay Steele. That's right. I got used to it. I should write that down.
Just kidding.
I need to remember that too.
I know, but-
Oh, yeah, Justin. Okay.
That's my name.
I'll remind
That's
you.
what my mom said.
The thing about the Snyder Cut is there was just so much behind it.
Jay Steele.
Like we knew that we didn't get the movie. I mean, every movie has a director's cut.
Right, they do.
Every director films a whole movie, then they
Mhm.
send it to the studio. Then the studio chops it up and tells them like, "Oh, we're gonna do this instead of this and this and this."
Mhm.
The thing was with the Snyder Cut is it didn't even make it that far, and it was a completely different vision. But
was
now,
darker.
way darker.
Fuck yeah.
But now all these
I want my director's cut. I want my
yeah,
director's
everybody
cut.
wants
Like,
their director's cut. Well, you
Suicide
gotta-
Squad. I mean, come on.
You gotta wait for the director's cut DVD version to get your director's cut.
And who's gonna be
The
in this
Snyder
film?
cut
This
is different
this
than
is-
just a regular director's cut.
and it's all these people right here that are in front of me
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and more.
and more.
Uh-huh. Like Warner Brothers is literally
Who's this? Which Batman is this?
that's
That's
that's Affleck.
I already have a problem.
Okay.
You're gonna use the
Water-
same Batman?
Well, yeah. You rather have him
Why?
or Robert Pattinson?
Okay, fine. Now let's just take that one.
There you go. So-
I just,
And we'll get Jay Steele's thoughts on that too later on in the show, or maybe next episode. I don't know. We'll probably get into it. We don't know. But Warner Bros. Is spending about $30 million to $35 million to finish this movie because everybody thought that the Snyder Cut was going to come out and what they were going to release was basically unfinished and storyboards and stuff like that.
yeah.
No, they're
No.
literally putting the money into it because of everybody wanted to see it. Their social media blew up. People were taking out billboards, ads, stuff in Times Square. Hashtag release the Snyder Cut.
Every major actor in this movie hashtag release the Snyder cut.
You're
Yes,
tired
they
of
were-
sucking.
They were just like,
I said it.
Maybe.
I said it. I don't care. I'm not
Maybe.
taking it back. I fucking said it.
Even Josh, like I said last week, Josh Whedon wanted to release what Snyder was doing. He wanted to finish what Snyder was doing, but it didn't happen that way. So we're getting this on HBO Max next year. Everybody think it's gonna be either a 4-hour movie or a
4
six-part
hours.
series or something like that.
That's what they say. The original Snyder cut is about 4 hours long.
Mhm.
What the fuck?
Because I think originally it was supposed to be 2 movies.
Yeah, into one.
It was supposed to be 2 movies
Because they're supposed
like
to
a part 1, part like how
Mhm.
Avengers did the last one, how
Right.
Harry Potter did their last one. It's supposed
Mhm.
to be a 2-part movie. That didn't happen. They cut it down to 1, changed everything to make it into just one movie.
That's crazy.
Right, because it was supposed to be basically
I don't want
Justice
to hear
League 1 and
shit
Justice League
about
2.
Martha. I don't want to hear shit about Martha. I don't want to hear that fucking name come up. I just want to know that. I don't want to hear shit
We
about Martha.
know.
And
we
she better
know.
not stop any fights either.
Well, she already stopped one.
I know.
Yeah.
No
That's
more.
how we got
the
the
main
Justice-
one.
That's how we got the
No
Justice
more.
League. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
No more.
That's how we got it.
No
Do
more.
you think any of these superheroes are gonna die in this movie?
Mm.
I don't know because
No, because they were all set up for their own solo.
well,
Well,
I don't even know
I
they're
don't
gonna
know
get
about the Flash
Easy. Yeah, I don't even
anymore.
know they're gonna get
mean,
Ezra Miller
He ruined
anymore.
that
He's done.
himself.
So I don't even know they're
Yeah.
gonna reshoot the whole Flash scenes with the new Flash. So I mean,
Mm.
yeah, he's done.
Well,
he's no more.
I had read also that with all the money that they're getting, they're not going to do any reshoot. So they're going to just take what they have.
Mm-hmm.
And I think only some of the actors are actually coming back to do like extra parts, but not all of them.
Everybody think that Ben Affleck's gonna come back and do some shoots, some reshoots. Of course, Gal, maybe Ryan Fisher. We don't know.
And what's
But-
the word on Amber Heard?
When she wasn't in.
Is she going to be involved? Because Aquaman's in this picture.
Yeah, but this came out
This-
before
yeah,
Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Oh, okay.
So she
So
wasn't
yeah.
She
introduced
wasn't-
yet.
Okay.
She was just
Yeah.
in Dawn of Justice.
Oh.
No, yeah, she was in Justice League. Because in the scene where he gets the cube, no, it was Dawn of Justice. No, it was Justice League. No.
No.
Yes, it was
The only
Justice
part is
League.
where he goes to Atlantis and he takes a
When
Trident.
when Steppenwolf shows up to get the mother box, she's the one who tries to defend him off, and then Aquaman shows in and fights Steppenwolf.
I don't even know.
So
what you're
Amber
talking
Heard is in Justice League because in Justice League was where they revived Superman.
about. Not a clue.
Now I'm gonna have to rewatch it. I don't remember.
Not
that
a
part.
clue. I should
I'm
watch
right.
it. I should watch it just so I know what you're talking about.
I mean,
not a clue what you're talking about.
I think when Justin was gonna see, he's gonna be, oh, he's okay. No, I'm just kidding. But so another thing, like I said about these director cuts, Suicide Squad is one of them. That are we gonna see David Ayer's Suicide Squad? Are we gonna see more Joker scenes of fucking? Oh, never mind. You know who I'm talking about. What do you think about him, by the way, Jared Leto?
It wasn't my favorite Joker, but like all the rumors for every other movie, they pretty much cut every scene, every good scene Joker had in that movie and
That's-
scratched it. That's
Mhm.
why everybody's like, okay,
Yes.
well now there's a
The Snyder Cut
the-
release. I mean, not
the
Snyder.
Suicide Squad release with all the Joker that we were supposed to get.
Yeah,
But,
the David Ayer director's cut, the Ayer cut for Suicide Squad. Now this is going to be conflicting. If this happens, is this conflict
Mhm.
with the Suicide Squad that James Gunn is going to be doing? or is already done and completed and is going to be ready to be released sometime this year, I believe.
They're just confusing me with all these Jokers. I don't even know where to follow.
Well, that's why
Well,
it's called.
That's
I'm-
where it's going to with the Batman 2. Now that the Snyder Cut's coming out, now that we're getting Ben Affleck Batman back,
Mhm.
is he going to come back officially?
Where's Robert Pattinson?
While Robert
doing?
Pattinson's running a different Batman in a separate universe. Now
That's
we're
why
getting to
It's called the
what's
DCEU
going
Extended
on?
Universe.
That's crazy. There's just I feel like there's just so much.
That's why it's called the
going
Extended
on.
Universe. That's why it's called Extended. Like
I know, but you
we don't even think we'll get Jason Momoa back as Aquaman.
Okay,
right
but they're
now.
going
maybe the
about
Snyder
this-
Cut would change all that.
They're going about this the wrong way. They want to bring in more fans. They want to bring in new fans. They want to bring in people who don't understand, who've never read the comic books before. Take me for example. I love Marvel now. Why? Because of the films. I didn't read them when I was younger. I didn't read comic books, but I fell in love with them because of the movie. So I'm a different kind of fan base. You know what I mean? And there are those kinds of fans who they're like, damn, I really like this movie. But for me, there's so much fucking going on with somebody who has not read the comic books. And I'm like, I understand that there are different universes, but please pick something. Please pick something and fucking stick with it for a minute. And then you can go off like Avengers has. They have created a new timeline. I know that there is a fucking Captain America somewhere in Italy and Spain and fucking Ecuador. I don't even know. You know what I mean? I know that there's a Captain America all over the fucking world, but because I have been eased into this, I have started to read some of the comic books and I've started to even watch some of the little cartoon series because I really like it. So I just feel that Warner Brothers is going about this the wrong way, you know?
And it is Warner Brothers. I put the full blame on Warner Brothers. DC is doing all they can to give them the material to give the fans what they want, and Warner Brothers
tanked on every
yes,
single movie
everything.
except for 3 of them,
Yeah.
which made $1 billion, and the only 3 of them.
And I want
one
more.
of them, you want the actor. You don't want the actor anymore. You want to get rid of him.
Yeah.
So that's what I don't understand. I mean, I
Yeah.
can understand if the actor walks away on his own. Okay, fine, for creative differences and whatnot, because that's the story that Hollywood
Why
always
Do
spins.
they want to
It's
get rid
created-
of Jason?
I don't know.
What do they say? Like what it's
It's,
are the
it's just
reports?
it's different
What are-
stories.
Because they're pretty much changing everybody anyway. So
Might as
it's
well.
not going to make sense to use Jason Momoa with a different Batman, with a different Flash.
Mhm.
but see that's
You know,
what, that's
But they're keeping the same
Yeah, we're
Wonder
keeping the same
Woman.
Wonder Woman.
yeah, y'all fucked up. I don't know
okay,
what-
so
I don't know what
yes,
y'all
they
are
had
doing.
fucked up, but some of their mistakes they have been trying to correct, and they corrected a big one. Thank God.
Thank
Because-
you. Justin's friend says, I'm sorry, I do not want to mess up his name. Para says, yep, Disney has done a much better job with the Marvel line. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, they have.
totally agree.
Yes.
But going back to switching to DC, still that they finally brought back Henry Cavill as Superman. Because of the whole Snyder Cut being released and everything like that. We saw him. If you saw the mainstream when it was released, he was part of the showing of the title of the Snyder Cut. So he is returning as Superman, not only for the Snyder Cut, but we could be getting a Man of Steel too.
Mm.
He's signed on for multiple films in the DC universe, or for the DC movies, whatever they want to call it, the DCE extended universe. That's what it's called. So he signed on. Yeah, I know you don't really care. I get it.
I should.
But when Man of Steel came out, it's a different Superman movie that we've ever seen before. Granted, because of the technology that we have or had at that time, and it's gotten more advanced.
It was all right.
It was good, but
I don't have that much criticism on it. I really don't. It wasn't that bad.
It was
really,
good.
It really wasn't that bad.
it was
I liked
good.
it.
It was
Yeah.
good.
I could deal with it.
Compared to other Man of Steel movies that they've had, or them trying to compete with Marvel. It was a good start.
And I
But
like
what-
the character too. I'm sorry, I should have that.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'm just saying I like Superman character. I like Superman. I like Batman. Okay, I'm done. Go ahead.
Okay, those are your DCs.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
and Joker.
Okay.
Heath Ledger. And Penguin.
So-
But the rumors are, though, with bringing him back as Superman, that they want to put him more into a role like a Nick Fury Hulk, where he doesn't have his own solo movie, but he's just appearing in multiple
I
DC
think
movie
we'll be
cameos.
getting a Man of Steel too.
I think we should get
So,
a Man.
like-
of
They
Steel
have
too.
to. I mean,
But they're
They
bringing
need
him
to.
back to have him in multiple DC where he's not the main guy.
Or well, yeah, because of course we saw the headless, Superman and
Hmm.
Shazam. As that was supposed to be him as the cameo appearance for him for them starting their universe movie, the DC extended universe. So we know he's in Shazam. We know he's a part of that universe, but now he's actually coming back in. We're just where Jay Steele said
That was funny.
but-
That was funny.
it was funny.
At the end of the Shazam,
Yeah,
when
where he-
Superman came in.
Lunch,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, "What the fuck? How does he know Superman?" All quick.
It was word got around,
I
Well,
guess.
Well, they put it in the movie that it's exists in the same universe because they
They're
show
together,
the
Josh?
Batarang and they talk
Mhm.
about
Even
he's wearing
shirts.
Oh.
Aquaman
He's
shirt.
wearing Aquaman
yeah.
shirts. He wears a Wonder Woman shirt.
So we know they
don't.
exist.
We don't know what
but-
universe he's in. There's a Batarang in every fucking universe.
But I think he says too, like he goes like, "Oh yeah, I know Super." I think he mentions that, and that's
Mhm.
why they play on it at the end.
I thought
like,
he
and
was
then- knows Superman.
especially has the credits go
Yeah.
along too. So
Josh Padilla says that they need to make a new Spawn.
that's actually already coming
Yeah,
out.
they're
And
working on that.
Jamie Foxx is going to be playing Spawn.
Really?
Breaking news right now. In your face, Josh. No, I'm just playing. Right at you.
Breaking.
Yes. Spawn is actually going to be coming out. Jamie Foxx is going to be playing Spawn,
Hmm.
and it's also going to be directed still by Todd McFarlane as well, who is the creator of Spawn.
Huh.
So yes.
And with the technology we have now, I mean that
It's
movie
gonna
is going
be-
to be amazing.
I mean, I loved it when it came
Yeah,
out in the
me too.
90s.
Me
Like
too.
I was a kid when I saw it. My dad took me to go see that movie.
I think the original Spawn was just way ahead of his time.
Yes.
People weren't ready for it.
But the
But-
animated series
yeah.
on HBO, dude.
That is good.
This
too.
is the one with John Leguizamo, right?
yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And I hope he comes back.
Oh, I
That'd be
love-
cool if they bring him back.
I love John Leguizamo.
If they bring him back as the clown, that'd be great.
He always does it. Damn, he's such a good actor.
They need. I mean, yes, but Spawn is coming. There, it's already in the works. Of course, since the whole COVID-19 happened, they had to stop. But script's already done. They already got their actor picked out. They got the director. They're just waiting for it to shoot and stuff like that.
Yes, Josh, you came in late. There is going to be a Snyder cut.
Yes.
Yes, that's coming out on HBO Max.
Yes.
No theater
Next year.
Yep.
Next year though. They need to finish it first.
next year. So, what I want to go ahead and move along to, Amanda actually discovered this going back to our childhoods.
Oh my God, I was so excited when I saw this.
And I hope it's true. And of course, people are going to be signing petitions away to make this happen. But I know you guys, I know they remember this movie, but do you guys remember Atlantis, The Lost Empire?
Duh.
And Josie will put it up on the screen. 1, 2, 3, go.
Nope, maybe
Oh,
it's
no.
going to take a little
Yeah,
longer.
that's a good
Gotta work
It's
on
okay,
the
it's okay.
timing.
We love him. We love him.
No, he's a man. He's a man. He's a man back there.
Oh, wait.
Um,
Josh is asking a question
what?
of Spawn.
What's
I
up?
don't know. Oh, is there going to be a Snyder cut of Spawn? Oh, I don't know.
What?
Is there? I don't know.
There's gonna be Spawn.
The Spawn's
just a
it's a
Spawn.
it's a
It's
it's
its
a
own movie.
it's a reboot.
It's a
of Spawn.
yeah.
It's a reboot of Spawn.
Yeah.
But yes, boom, there it is. It's behind us.
Boom! Yo, look at that shit. I found this and I was so excited. I was like, yes, please. My childhood is alive on screen right now in front of me. Before my eyes. It's amazing. Okay,
Go.
so he's just cosplaying. This is not even something that's being talked about, but Justin did say that it is
Yes.
being
they're-
talked about.
I mean, you know, Disney.
I didn't know that.
All-
Yeah, Disney wants to live action everything right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
That's their
what
bread and
was
butter.
the- was the last one? Mulan.
Yeah.
I think
Mhm.
did
That's
But
gonna
it didn't
it's gonna
come
come
out.
out. It's gonna come out.
But I'm upset about
I think it's
that.
gonna hit Disney Plus.
Yeah, and then there's even talks of Hercules is next,
Mm.
Yep.
and then also Atlantis.
Now you guys know my problem and Ari's problem with her MTC. Our problem with remaking the Disney movies is we want to see our fucking Disney movie.
We don't
on
know about the
screen.
Little Mermaid yet. They
We're not even talking about the Little Mermaid. I'm talking about Mulan.
Oh god.
I think it's gonna be
I think
great.
it's gonna be good.
I'm not saying it's not gonna be good, but if you're gonna give me Mulan,
There's
give
no
me
music.
Mulan. Call it something else.
Hold on, let me
Mulan-
ask you this.
want it
Mul-
identical,
yes,
identical
yes.
to
Like
Yes.
Lion
cartoon.
King.
Yeah, like Lion King, like Aladdin. If you can give me that shit, how come you can't give
So
me
you
that
want
shit with
Eddie
Mulan?
Murphy back?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes,
You don't
I
like
do.
Eddie Murphy?
I don't, but I do want him back. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I just want the characters. I want. Hey, Kirk. Cousin Kirk's watching.
Because
I want what I want my childhood. You know what I mean? It's not fair. Like, look what they've done with Marvel.
But the whole point is they're trying to
look what they've done with Marvel.
reintroduce
to new people.
this childhood to
No.
your children by giving them a live action movie.
What,
Yeah.
what are you talking about? Look
Yeah,
at Marvel.
give me Milo.
Look at Marvel.
Look, give
Is
me
the
Milo.
is the Ancient One a man in Doctor
Give me
Strange?
Milo. This is what I want. What
Hold
the
on,
hell?
hold on.
What?
When you said like how Marvel is doing,
Huh?
Marvel is not going by the book. The Ancient One is a
Mhm.
man in the comic books. In the movie, she's a female.
Who's the ancient one? Which was that one? Remind me. Come on, let's go.
Doctor
Strange.
Strange.
Okay. Oh, the. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I don't know. I didn't know because I don't read the comic books. I don't know. But you never complained about it.
The original
I'm complaining
Captain
because I
Marvel.
want
The
what
original Captain Marvel is a guy,
that I did know.
and
That
then,
I did know.
and then Marvel, and then she's
In-
Miss Marvel, and then
Hmm.
she eventually gets a title after he dies.
Well, that's not
and
my
takes
fault.
over
That was all the
Captain
feminists.
Marvel.
And Marvel
Yeah.
in the movie is a woman.
Yeah.
They're
And
not
she said,
going
"Hi,
by the
brother."
book.
Your sister said hi, brother.
Oh, hey fish.
Hi, fish. That's my base. Ah.
oh, wait. Did she just jump in right now? Did you just jump in right now?
She just
You want
said
to
Yeah, I
know
think
his
she
new?
just-
Oh yeah, she is.
Tell him your new name. What's your new radio name?
Say it. Say it good, Justin. Commit.
Coming to you live as Jay Still.
There you go.
Yes.
I
I'm
wanted
getting
it
better.
a
I
little
think I'm
bit.
getting
It's good.
better.
I
It's
want
good.
a little
That's the
deeper.
only second time saying
Little
it.
Yes.
deeper. Little deeper. Little deeper. More radio voice.
Jay Still.
There it
Oh.
is. There it is. I like it.
Oh my. Oh my.
There it is. There it is.
But yes, I mean Disney's gonna be doing everything live action now when it comes to their cartoons.
What was the girl's name? What was his what was the girl interest name? Who was that? I don't know. I kind of can see Zendaya playing it, but
No, she's Mary Jane.
she could
It's
go
funny you
over to Avengers.
say Zendaya when they originally are looking at Tom Holland.
Yeah, they were looking
They-
at Tom Holland.
I mean,
You
they
said
want
that.
Disney just wants Tom Holland
And everything.
in everything.
He's
I
so
mean-
good. But like I had just said, so we were just fucking around talking about this, and I had said, I was like, I would love to see Tom Holland as a new Sherlock Holmes. And then Andrew said that
Sherlock Holmes 3 is coming with
it
Robert
is
Downey
coming,
Jr.
But wouldn't it be cool if he had like a little protege? And it
So
could be
you
Tom
saying he
Holland.
has a son
Could be.
somewhere?
Could be. We could extend it. We could go on, and then you could there you go.
Miss you too, cuz.
Just saying, it could happen.
Okay. All
Just
right.
saying.
But I mean,
Sounds good.
with Disney having their streaming service and go on Disney Plus, so they can go straight to the theaters when the theaters ever reopen, which is probably sometime next month.
No, I think they're already open.
I think some of them are, but
There's nothing.
None
like,
here in
serious.
town.
Yeah.
yeah, they're open.
Yeah, they're
Really?
open. There's just
Oh.
nothing like. What are you gonna
There's
go
nothing out.
watch? You've
I
already
think they're
seen
even
it.
Santikos is doing like a special,
That's-
and they're saying it's because their anniversary is like $1 movie.
Yeah.
Really, you're paying $1 to see a movie that's been out since
For
January.
ever,
so-
yeah.
I mean, we already bought it. It's already
Yeah.
downloaded as a video. Sorry.
And if you're like a member of Regal I don't remember what it is. I think it's
Regal.
Regal. Look at your email or Santikos because they're giving away. They'll load up free movie tickets. So check
Yeah.
your emails. If you're a member, it's free. You can sign up, and then you'll get free tickets loaded to your thing, and boom, go take your kids to
I
something.
didn't even know that. I need to
Yeah.
find
Yeah,
it.
and then
Yeah.
AMC is also trying to do the whole Marvel MCU thing to get people being back into the theaters as
Yeah.
well. So
But don't expect to see Trolls or Invisible Man or
any other movie that's supposed to come out,
yeah. Don't expect to see.
I think the next movie to hit theaters is Wonder Woman. So
It's,
that's how
next
it
big
goes.
blockbuster.
Yeah, the 25th, unless they push it up more because it's already done. They can just throw it out next month, like literally 2 weeks before it comes out. So
Yeah, that's true.
we'll find out. Same thing with Black Widow. Just saying, it can happen. It could happen.
Hmm.
So staying with our childhood. Well, I guess, yeah. Anybody remember the Labyrinth?
Ah, yes.
Yes.
Sweet.
It was the creepy movie you watched as a little kid, but you couldn't stop watching it.
Yes.
Dude,
Yes,
I
it was
loved
so
it.
Scary. It was
I
weird.
loved it, dude. Just Hoggle and
Yeah,
the
those are cool movies. What was
Oh.
that other one that I really liked with the big red guy?
big red guy. Dark
Um,
Crystal?
No. It's there's like a little elf. Come on, Justin. There's a big,
Big
red,
red
guy.
guy?
Yeah, he's like the devil. He's got big old black horns.
Legend.
Yeah. There you go.
Legend with Tom
Hey,
Cruise
There you
and
go.
Tim Curry.
That's it.
That
Yeah.
was not
It's
ringing a bell.
it's an
Really?
80s dude.
Really?
What was the little elf? What did the little elf come and do? he was like, it was like a little kid elf, and he came in like he played the thing, but he was like a goat. He was like a, what do they call
Jack?
it? A centaur or something.
No, he wasn't a centaur. He was an elf. He was just an elf.
He was an elf.
He was just a regular
Oh,
elf.
I don't know. He had like a pixie voice. I don't know. It was creepy.
Yeah.
But this is cool. I'm really excited for
A nymph.
Labyrinth.
They're called nymphs.
There it
Yeah.
was. That was what it was. Yes.
a nymph.
A nymph.
Yeah. So going on to the Labyrinth, and of course the original one was with David Bowie and Jennifer Connelly. David Bowie was basically the main antagonist of that one as the King Goblin, and of course he had all those little goblins around him, and then of course with all the Jim Henson Muppets that they had in there. Now the sequel, and I'm glad they got the director who's directing the sequel, is Scott Dickerson. Now you may have seen his work lately in Doctor Strange. He was the director of Doctor Strange. And this is basically where he went from Doctor Strange 2 to do this movie.
Mhm.
So he signed on to direct it, and I really hope that they keep it just like how to the original, like no CGI, keep it puppets, animatronics.
Is this based
And
off
what's
a
good is he
book?
comes from that creepy background.
Ooh,
I
he's
think
a-
he
he's
did,
a- He was a horror film.
didn't he do?
director.
I think Sinister.
Yes,
Yeah, I think he did Sinister, and
did
I
Sinister.
believe he might have. I think he was a writer on The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
yes. Mhm.
So
Ooh.
he's
He's a
used to
horror-
these
he's a horror.
creepy
Yeah.
horror
Mm.
movies,
I like that.
and that's why they wanted him to do Doctor
Strange.
Strange, because they were gonna turn it into like Marvel's first like
Horror film.
horror film.
Ooh.
But then he ended up leaving to take on this project.
Oh.
They say he
So-
left for creative differences.
Differences,
Aw.
as they always spin it.
Is that what we're gonna call it? Okay.
Yes.
That's how they always say it. That's why they always leave. Every director is because of creative differences.
I'm gonna
I mean-
try and quit my job like
I
that
mean,
next
don't get
time.
me wrong. Sometimes, I mean, that happens a lot with Marvel when it comes to the
Mhm.
directors, but the director that they always find after still does a fucking badass
Yeah.
performance. So, and especially the director that they got to do Doctor Strange 2 is a badass fucking director who did the first 3 Spider-Man films, which is Sam Raimi. So I'm okay with that. But yes, going back to the Labyrinth, I don't know who can you see playing the Goblin King, since David Bowie is, unless they CGI his ass in, which I hope they don't do.
Tom Holland. Just kidding.
I mean, but now
I just wanna put him
nowadays with like the
somewhere.
makeup and with the whole
Yeah.
CGI making
The
everybody
aging.
look
Mhm.
the aging. I was gonna say that, making everybody look younger, older, changing their features. I mean, they can pretty much
I mean,
throw anybody in there and make them look like David Bowie.
Johnny Depp.
ooh, that's
Johnny-
pretty good.
Johnny fucking Depp.
I
yo.
kind of like that.
Dang.
I can, yeah,
Who else?
I can see that.
Or what's the other one? What's his name? I always get Orlando Bloom mixed up with the other one that kind of looks like him. There's another one. I don't know his name. I don't know.
What did he come out in?
Think of a movie. We got this. We got this.
Okay, who was in Pirates of the Caribbean with Johnny Depp?
Orlando Bloom.
Orlando Bloom.
Okay, then it was.
So it wasn't Orlando
So-
Bloom's twin.
Okay, who was
it was
who
the
played,
actual
who played
Orlando
the,
Bloom.
Who played the elf in?
Orlando Bloom. Lord
Really?
of the Rings.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
they're
guess
the same guy. It's the
actor.
same guy.
It just-
Who was Legolas?
So you guys
OB.
figured out that Orlando Bloom does not have a twin. It's him in all the roles. Yeah.
Got it. We got it. Okay.
Fuck
Anybody
me.
else that you think is the same
Hold
person
on.
or has a twin?
There really is somebody who looks like
That looks like who? Orlando Bloom?
I don't know, but Orlando Bloom would be a good one for this show. I could see it. Oh, Justin Timberlake.
No.
Not you. You looked at me.
You know what?
You're
I
Jay
mean,
Steele.
David Bowie, Justin
Oh,
Timberlake.
okay,
Why
I can
not?
see that. Or
I could-
okay,
I mean,
here's
He's
a
dabbled in acting.
here's a
Yeah.
long shot here for me. This is a long one.
Okay, let's hear it.
Bradley Cooper.
Oh, he can sing.
And what you saw in The
Yeah,
Star is
yeah.
Born.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like
That would
he's
be good.
he's too
I think
big.
So?
I feel like he's too muscular. You know what I mean? I
So?
feel like I feel
So what,
like-
you just want to have that crotch, that big old crotch pocket that David Bowie had, and that's all you
no,
want? Huh?
no, that's not
Shit.
what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying, like, you know, a little more goblin-ish. I don't know. I don't know.
He's an dude.
I don't know.
Dude, he's been
he's
nominated
a
like
big-
3
I
times
think
as an
that-
actor.
I
I
for
think he can
Oz-
play any role.
Hey,
too.
thank you.
He could
Thank
jump into
you.
that role and make it his own.
Yes.
I guess it's his face. I guess he's just got such a pretty face. I just don't see it being able to.
You don't remember him in Bridesmaids? He could be a dick.
What does that have to do with him having a beautiful face?
I'm just saying, just because he can look ugly. He can look ugly.
Yeah, I don't think he looked okay.
Did David Bowie look ugly as the Goblin King? The way they had him?
Can he actually sing?
Yes,
Yeah.
he can. That's
Yeah,
him
yeah,
singing.
yeah.
Really
That's
him
him singing
singing.
on Stars Born.
Yeah.
But is that actually good? Like, I don't know.
I didn't watch the movie, but I mean, I think it's.
That's a tough look. Stars Born's a good movie.
They-
I have not-
Okay, or I can see. Okay, he may be short for the role.
Kirk, Johnny didn't do shit to Amber Heard. That bitch is lying. Kirk says that they're not gonna. They may not want Johnny because of the Amber Heard thing. No.
She's just trying to get his money
Yeah.
because she lost the role in.
Yeah.
Aquaman,
She's a.
I think.
I think we just have to wait to
DZ
find
Ochoa.
out.
There is
But
somebody else. I don't know who it is.
As long as they stick with the whole puppets, they need the
Yes.
puppets,
If they have
animatronics. They
Did you
need
see
to
the
keep
Dark
it.
Crystal on
Yeah,
Netflix.
yeah.
If they keep it that way.
Yeah, they have to
Thank
keep
you.
it that way.
Yes,
I don't
exactly.
know. Okay, so we said Justin Timberlake for sure would be a good one, and we said
Orlando Bloom
Orlando
or his
Bloom.
twin.
or his twin, that
or
I
Johnny
cannot
Depp.
find out.
Yeah, which is, I guess that's wait. Is Orlando Bloom?
I don't know
Related
his
to Johnny
fucking
Depp,
name. I'm gonna
or-
find out. We're gonna talk
It's
about
Orlando
this next. No,
Bloom.
it's not. There's somebody fucking else that looks like him. Just wait a
Who the
minute.
fuck else looks like Orlando Bloom?
Give me your phone. I don't know.
You got the tablet right there.
I know. Oh, there's no such thing as bad publicity, Kirk. No such thing as bad publicity
All
at
publicity
all.
is good
all
publicity.
is good publicity. No such thing as bad
Yep.
publicity. No such thing.
Yep.
And everybody is on his side right now
Yeah.
because of that bitch. So
But no matter what these actors do, like once they've been out of the spotlight and they're going through all this drama, like they'll throw them into the movie and it's like that's their comeback.
Yeah.
Like here's their
Everybody
big
loves a comeback.
comeback.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Everybody loves the comebacks. I mean, look at Robert Downey Jr.
mhm. Look at Britney. That bitch on in Vegas now with her own fucking show and shit.
Everybody just loves a comeback if it
DZ
happens.
Ochoa, it is the twin. I don't know his name. We're gonna find out next week.
What?
He said it's the twin for sure. It is the twin for sure. I don't know his name. Oh my god.
Oh man.
I can't with myself sometimes.
No.
That's fucking funny.
No. You think they'll bring back Jennifer Connelly?
Hmm.
I think she'll come back. And what's she doing nowadays?
No.
Oh,
she's on Snowpiercer, the new show on TNT.
Okay. Well, maybe that's like her come back to like she got a taste back
Hmm.
into Hollywood. Snowpiercer. Now they're gonna offer her a nice little check to make a cameo in
That'd be cool.
Labyrinth 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool. I would.
And I think they're still going to use Jim Henson Company for the Muppets and for the
Yeah.
animatronics. They shouldn't go nowhere else. But I want to know who can play that David Bowie role. I think of what's his
wouldn't they
name?
go to Lucasfilms?
I mean, it's gonna be a big name.
Two-
It's gonna be somebody.
What's his name? The one who did, who plays Iggsy and did Elton John on Rocket Man.
Why wouldn't
Ty-
they go to,
T-
Why wouldn't they
Trigan.
ask John Favreau to come? He's the one who did the little Yoda. Why wouldn't they ask John Favreau to help out with the
What about-
animatronics?
What about
Lucasfilms?
Jared Leto?
You got to remember, Jim Henson's still under.
He would be good. Okay,
I know
could
that's
see- okay. I could. I
think
mean,
about it. Like
yes.
Jared Leto.
that would.
Oh,
be
as a Goblin King?
Goblin King.
really
Think about that.
good.
Oh yeah, I mean,
That would
he
be really-
can
that's
sing.
a
He
good
has
one.
the
Yeah.
voice from the
That's a
kill.
really good one. Okay, so I
So,
would say
yeah.
Johnny Depp and Jared Leto top for sure. Then maybe Justin.
Oh look, I want to see
Then we'll-
Morbius though. I can't wait to see that.
Oh,
movie.
yeah, that movie's gonna be
That's
good.
gonna be something. Now
What is that with the Matrix one? What are you talking about?
you gonna talk about it?
Spider-Man spinoff.
Let's
Oh,
do it.
Spider-Man?
Morbius.
So talk about Morbius.
Okay, go ahead.
You don't know about let you
I
know about
don't.
Morbius. Okay.
I don't.
Basically,
Go.
remember how I told you how Sony with the whole Venom had their own success, right? It's all Venom was a $1 billion movie, pretty much.
No, it's not Luke Evans.
That's Neymar. Luke Evans is Neymar.
No, he's trying to find out who Orlando's Bloom twin.
Yeah, I know,
is.
but I'm just saying that's my vote. If
Oh. Right.
Neymar, because Marvel's gonna be coming out with it very soon, Luke Evans is my guy to be Neymar. But going back to Morbius, they're trying to cash in on every pretty much Spider-Man character that Sony has. And
And they own everything besides Well, actually, they own everything.
They own
just
everything within
lend-
the Spider-Man realm.
Yes, they own
So-
all Spider-Man characters.
Yes. And what they're doing is trying to create their own universe, but what everybody's thinking is that are they tied into the MCU? Because when the Morbius trailer came out, or the second Morbius trailer came out, at the end you saw Michael Keaton's character, Tomb, basically, who played the Vulture, is in the MCU, but he's in this movie. And in some of the parts that you see in Morbius, the background, you see Spider-Man and it says murder on it. And you got to remember how Far From Home ended, that he's the one who killed Mysterio. So is this all tied into the MCU, or is Sony by themselves?
And if you aren't familiar who Morbius is, if y'all remember the old 90s Spider-Man, I mean, it's on Disney Plus right now.
Mhm.
He's that half vampire.
Half human.
He was like a big story arc on the whole
Was
the
it
animated
that
series.
series?
I mean, he's in the comics too, but they really introduced him in the animated
Mhm.
series. That's how they
It is
introduced.
Luke Evans.
That's how they
Sorry.
introduced Blade also into the animated
Right.
series.
Mhm.
And now we also know Blade is coming back to the Marvel universe. So maybe This-
Mustafa Ali, Mahershala Ali is gonna be Blade.
yes.
So, but yeah, I'm excited about seeing Morbius, because, like, are they in the MCU? Because we see these. I don't know if you see the Twitter feed that Tom Holland's been posting about him freaking killing Spider-Man. Tom Holland's Spider-Man, like he's taking a chomp out of him.
Yeah.
and then
Venom. right?
yeah, Venom. Yeah, Venom does it, and then like within 30 seconds later or something like that, they tell him to take it down. So is it like all these hints that are coming out? Are they in the MCU, or are they going to try to tie it in? Are we going to see Spider-Man in Venom 2, or where's it going to go?
And then also they just announced that Sony has a secret film that they're working on that's also tied to the MCU, but they're not
Madam-
releasing any details.
Oh
The-
my god.
Okay, I heard it's either Jackpot could be one, or Madam Web.
Hmm.
That's what
But
I.
If you
heard.
can, I mean, all these Sony movies, they have to tie into MCU.
They have to. I mean,
I mean,
unless it's their
that's-
own realm, because look how it's working for DC. So maybe they are getting smart and be like, okay, yeah, cool.
And then there's the rumors of bringing the other Spider-Mans back, and then you have the
The
like-
multiverse.
like the Spider-Verse, what
Mhm.
they did, and then they could do it that way. I mean, you can have two Spider-Man timelines
Yeah.
running at the same time.
it's already been done, and I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
Endgame's it's there. Multiverse of Madness is coming out, so
Cap already created a whole. He already see. That's what I'm saying. That's how good they did it. You can bring in something new, even from a whole other, area with Sony.
like X-Men.
Yeah, and
Fantastic
and
Four.
you still understand what's going on with the timelines, because it's been.
Oh,
Something has happened to
I mean,
create
it's
this.
like
You know.
Neymar. Neymar's Atlantis has been mentioned since Iron Man 2 in the MCU, and we still haven't seen like no movie yet or nothing
And
about him.
the last time they brought it up was actually in
Endgame. Or
where
Underwater earthquake.
yeah, there's an underwater earthquake off the coast of Africa.
Mhm.
Everybody knows not
Mm.
everybody, but
But in the MCU, if you know
everybody,
Marvel,
if you know Marvel and you know the comic books, that's where Atlantis is.
Mhm.
And
and Neymar
Neymar
and
has
Black
that
Panther.
Black Panther and clash all the time.
Wow.
That's how Neymar
Yeah.
came in. He's pretty much Neymar's an anti-hero. He's one of my top 5 actually. And how he comes in is pretty much the two kingdoms collide with one another. Two kings fight, and
Mhm.
then basically they fight over their technology or something like that, or their own
Mhm.
territory, whatever. They can always spin the storyline, and
So
eventually they become
this
cool.
this guy
He's
is
the
a
Marvel-
king, but he's got like
He's Marvel's
they're
Aquaman.
like
he's Marvel.
underwater?
He's Marvel's Aquaman.
Oh, okay.
But he was
better.
first.
Yeah, he
Oh.
was.
He was
first,
first.
Ugh.
and they gave him more powers than just talking to fish. So,
Yes, he
Yeah.
can fly.
Yes.
Oh, he can fly.
He has the wings of Ares.
Ooh,
On his ankles. He's able
that's
to fly.
cool. See, and I like how they like bring Greek mythology into it, and I like how they like have actual fucking science in there. Like, I just don't feel like DC does a good job. I don't know. I'm just sorry. I just don't like DC.
Well, I mean,
It's
just,
just my problem with them.
that's what like I'm excited to see like where they go with, especially with Sony and Morbius, and especially with Venom. Let there be carnage, because everybody is craving for the Maximum Carnage storyline. But if you do the Maximum Carnage storyline, that's pretty much bringing people from the MCU into there,
Yeah.
because Captain America was in the Maximum Storage storyline in the comics.
And you have to have Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man's in there. Wasn't Wolverine in there too? I mean, if you're gonna do that, you got to do it right. So I don't think that's why they're not gonna do the Maximum Carnage until maybe further down the road, or they can just bring that into the MCU, and that's how they do it. Because Let There Be Carnage, we know we're gonna see Carnage eventually in part
Woody
2.
Harrelson, Carnage.
It's gonna happen. They filmed it. It's done. We just don't know what part of the movie we're gonna see Carnage.
Kirk
So-
says Morpheus looks like it has good potential.
Who?
Morpheus looks like it has good potential.
It's not Morpheus because
That's what he says.
it's not Morpheus because it's now he's gonna make me say Morpheus.
Morbius.
Morbius.
Okay.
It's Morbius.
Okay.
You got to put a B instead of a P. So pretty much that's what it is. But yeah, I'm excited to see about that. You guys have
Probably
any
a
other questions you want to go ahead and talk about when it comes to the movie
typo.
scene? Let us know. Do you have any topics you want to talk about? Let
Did
us
we
know.
talk about Batman and Wolverine?
No, that's gonna be my next one.
Did we talk about that?
That's where we're gonna go right now.
Oh, okay. I was just
All right. So the next topic we're gonna go ahead and jump into is that this has been blowing up the internet for the past couple of weeks,
I'm
and
ready for you,
she
Justin.
has been tuned in.
I'm ready for
to
you, Justin.
this.
Let's
Oh.
go. Let's go.
So DC versus Marvel. Everybody, who's the better superhero? Da, 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 da. Here's one for you. Who would win in a straight up match between Batman and Wolverine? Okay, just and whatever, and goes whatever. Straight up match. Who would win between those two?
Is this a real question?
This is
Yeah.
a real question.
With I'm gonna go first.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
With Wolverine being one of my favorite Marvel characters, the winner of this match is Batman.
Oh my God. Jose.
Wolverine literally can't die unless you like chop off his head or something like that, and
That
Batman's
doesn't even
just
work.
a regular Joe.
Yeah, but Batman wouldn't kill him. Batman would enable him, like he's enabled everyone,
Oh.
every member of the Justice League.
I'm ready.
Batman is the only one that has ever stopped everybody. Everybody. Batman can stop Superman. He could definitely stop
Well,
Wolverine.
All he got is to find some kryptonite or something from Krypton. That's it.
Let's talk about in the realistic world of life.
This is not-
Batman's the most overrated superhero to begin with. He's literally just like a regular Joe with a utility belt, and my man can't die. So Wolverine and Wolverine, I don't know if you know, Wolverine does not stop. He just could come at you.
We're
So
not
Batman's
talking
regular
about
Joe
the
ass is
realistic
gonna get wrecked.
world.
Your
We're talking
sister
about-
said
Yeah,
Wolverine,
Yeah,
dude.
your sister's on
Your
my
sister
side.
said Wolverine.
Yay, fishy.
Wolverine is pretty much indestructible, but the point is Batman will not destroy him or kill him. He will find a way to stop him though.
Batman would get tired and fucking fall asleep before he's even done with the fight.
Batman
Bane
He's
kicked
human.
Batman's ass.
Okay,
He's
all
and
right.
Batman came back and stopped Bane.
Ochoa says Batman.
Batman came back and stopped Bane. Batman is a genius and puts these plans together. He's the only one to
Yes.
stop everybody in the DC universe, pretty much. He has that ability because he's smart. He's a regular guy that's a genius.
He's a billionaire.
He's a billionaire. He has the technology. He will find a way to not kill Wolverine, but to stop him and win this fight.
I can't
How would
get
he-
into that. If you literally say in your argument that he's a regular guy against a superhero, I just can't do it.
Well, yeah, he's the only one with no superpowers, but
Exactly. So he get
He's-
his ass kicked.
he's
Yeah.
he's
So you
beating
think
the Flash.
he can
He's beating
beat
Superman.
in a hand-to-hand combat? You think he can beat Hawkeye?
Or-
So you-
They're both
Batman just beats everyone.
or
apparently.
Black Widow.
Well, the thing about Batman is he can beat everybody. That's his whole thing in the DC universe. That's why he's so dangerous. That's why all these guys with superpowers respect Batman because he can beat them. If he puts his mind to
'Cause
it,
he's
he can't
rich.
stop them.
Batman's been fighting the same guy for like 12 years.
In-
It's been terrorizing Gotham and hasn't been able to put him away.
Because he puts them away multiple times. He just has a code. Batman does not kill.
Yeah, he's a big
He's
pussy.
killed
compared to-
before in the comic books.
In the
he's killed
newer versions now, but the original Batman
Batman
swore off
Jordan.
killing.
in Dawn of Justice. He killed several
That's a
henchmen,
well, 'cause
dude.
that was the whole Snyder Dark whatever.
Well, yeah,
But in
it
the
was Frank
original
Miller's.
comic
It was
book-
Frank
yeah,
Miller's.
In the original comics, I mean, Batman swears off killing. That's why he is the way he is. He doesn't kill. That's why when he passes down the role to the guy who picks up Batman Beyond,
Mhm.
because he was already old and getting beat up, and the only way he would win is he picked up the gun and he almost killed the guy. So he realized, like, I can't do this anymore because now I'm gonna have to resort to killing to stop these people, and I
Mhm.
can't. He won't break the code. But that's all in the books, the animated series.
So he won't kill Wolverine.
Movies are a different universe, but
So
this
then he can't
I'm
defeat
just
Wolverine?
saying-
no,
I'm just
because
saying in
this
general.
story is based on the comic book versions of the characters, and in that
Mhm.
version, I think Batman wins.
But
So I
Batman
just
finds
learned
a
today
way.
Batman wears
Batman's a
Jordans.
god apparently, so he just beats everyone. That's what I learned today.
He
Even
has.
Superman, big pussy Superman.
He's beating Superman.
Ochoa says Batman analyzes his opponents and knows their weakness, but you guys are forgetting that his conscience can go back into time. He can go fucking save himself and know, and
No,
then boom!
But that's not his. His
boom! And then he fucking fucks up with all Batman's plans, and
But-
then they're all fucking gone. So he can analyze the shit out of he wants to. but
That's
he
their
goes back
argument
in
on
time.
Wolverine.
But the thing is, that's not
Boom!
Wolverine's
You're
power.
welcome, mic drop.
But that's not Wolverine's power. He can't just throw his conscience back into time.
No,
Kitty,
but he
Kitty
can.
Pride has to send it back in time. Like, it's
But
not-
it does.
can
He can do it
happen.
though.
It can happen, and he
It's
can-
it's part of the
he
comic
even-
book
No.
realm.
Somebody
It's part of
said-
the comic book realm. You said part of the comic book realm.
But
That's part of the comic book realm.
one on one. I mean, then if you're bringing in people, then you just bring in Robin, and he takes out Kitty Pride. They're
One on
fighting over
okay.
there
Here's
while
my
he doesn't
argument.
even-
One on
He's
one
already
when it
got
comes
to-
Alfred.
jump
He's
in.
already got Alfred in his ear. He's already bringing people in.
Alfred is always in his
Yeah.
ear, dog. So
So boom.
but that's part of Batman.
And
You're
he
not Batman without
and he
Alfred.
sacrifices the Batmobile in the comic strip that we're talking about, and Wolverine's already like growing back and shit. He's gonna die. He's gonna.
I just think there's no world that we live in that Batman, a regular Joe who just like throws stacks of money at Wolverine, can be Wolverine. There's just no
Yeah.
chance.
I don't see it happening.
Even how smart he is, it's cool. You just throw him one on one. I'll just take my
so
claws
within
over
the
his
okay,
regular
so
Joe.
if we're saying within the comic book realm, so
Mhm.
Batman has no way of getting his hands on adamantium, correct? Is what you're saying? He has no way of getting his hands on any adamantium or anything like that. So how or what would be your plan to basically slow down Wolverine so you can try to figure out the code?
Magnets.
Magnets.
That's how Magneto stops him. Wolverine's just a giant magnet. Just get a magnet. Wolverine
Okay,
stuck to the magnet.
he's-
Can't move.
Okay,
Batman
so-
wins.
All right, how about
Conscience can
how
still
Batman
come
wins.
back. You can still him back.
How about
It's not
okay?
about
himself off the magnet.
Who would kill the other person? So who would win in a fight?
So
And
if
I
Wolverine
think
didn't have his
Batman-
adamantium,
If Wolverine didn't have
Bro,
Batman.
where are you gonna get a
You got-
magnet from?
no,
Where's this
because you got to
magnet
remember,
coming
you got to
from?
remember,
He's the richest guy in the
Wolverine.
world.
He
Where do you
just
get the
invented it.
Where do you get the Batmobile from? Where do you get the Batwing from? Where do you get it?
Alfred? Well, it
He
depends
just
on which.
He builds all that
He'll
shit. He's
build
a
it.
billionaire. He's
He
like
can
it's like Tony
build-
Stark.
He can build a giant magnet.
So in
to
this hypothetical-
immobilize.
It's okay.
They
For-
know
okay.
they're gonna fight. Like,
Here's
weeks in
here's
advance.
one for the audience out at home. My opinion: who would win between Iron Man and Batman?
Oh,
You'd still think that would
Iron
happen?
Man.
Yeah, that's a more closer fight.
Iron Man.
Iron
Who would
Man.
win?
I would give that one to Iron Man
Yep, hands down.
Why?
because he's
A genius.
smart?
I wouldn't say smarter. He's
Oh,
Marvel's
yes,
version of
he-
Batman.
He is smarter.
Marvel version of Batman is Moon Knight.
Yes and no.
Yes, Marvel version of Batman is
the-
Moon Knight. He's a billionaire.
Yeah,
He's a
but he
billionaire
doesn't
too
use
himself.
his technology the way Iron Man uses it. I think it would fall more in the role. They both have suits, these suits of power that lets them do things. It's just Iron Man's has more power in his suit than Batman's.
Kirk says a Punisher beat Wolverine, and Punisher is just a regular.
Oh yeah, there you go. Boom, proof. And he doesn't even have
The
money.
good guy does have
Because
to
he had
win.
adamantium bullet. That's what I'm saying. Because he has the power of getting adamantium in the realm. That's the realm of Marvel Comics.
But
So-
the same thing. You're telling me that Bruce Wayne, if they're fighting, cannot find adamantium.
No, I was
He
asking.
found-
I
he
was
found-
asking you.
He found kryptonite.
No, he's
I was
just
asking
is
you.
it in the
Is it?
timeline?
Is
Is
it?
it
Would
in
it
the
be
would
in
have
the
to be.
realm?
It would have to be. I
I mean, because they crossed over before. There was a DC Comics crossover before back in 1996. So that had happened. There was a crossover when they fought one another. It was basically Superman versus Hulk. It was Batman versus Captain America, Wonder Woman versus Thor. So they had their clashes. They had their clashes before. So now in today's world and how Batman is and how Wolverine is in today, especially represented in the films and whatnot, just seeing who would win between the two. A lot of people are saying Wolverine. A lot of people are saying Batman. It's pretty much 50-50 up in the air when it comes to the two. Honestly, I
think they need to finish the
I
comic
think-
strip.
I think you can write both versions of that comic strip with each one of them winning, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah,
But
agreed.
I go with Batman.
Well, I still say Wolverine.
I say Wolverine too.
Jose,
This,
Wolverine.
Yeah, I just don't get it.
I mean,
Batman's
I
literally the
I
worst
can see.
superhero.
Okay, I can see where Justin's coming from. Playing the devil's advocate here, being on Justin's side here, right? I can see where he's coming from because Batman is legit. He is basically a detective. He does his shit. He has been trained in the shadows of learning all the ninjas and stuff like that, of how he gets around and being in the dark and being the Dark Knight. Yeah, I get all that. He is a billionaire. He has his money and he does use it wisely, and he does have a brain as well. But I just think in the outcome to where it happens, if the eventually where he's kind of disables Wolverine, I just think Wolverine can get one claw and it's done. Honestly, I just think that's it.
I like Batman.
I
I
can't,
do. I like the character.
I
do.
can't think of a
just-
superhero off the top of my head that I would pick to beat or to lose to Batman, to be honest. Because again,
Hmm.
Batman's just a regular Joe.
That's beating all of them.
Yeah, yeah. Again,
In the DC world.
Yeah,
again, they has to. The good guy has to win at the end of the comic book.
Wait,
He does get his ass kicked a lot,
Oh, yeah.
but then he
Well,
comes
yeah, 'cause
back.
he sucks.
But he finds a way.
Yeah,
Finds,
of
that's
course,
his
sure.
thing is he finds a way.
That's the hero's journey.
Is the end.
Who do you think, Batman or Black Widow?
In a hand-to-hand combat, Black Widow.
kick his ass.
Hand-to-hand combat, I think it would be Black Widow.
I'll take I guess I'll take Batman here.
Yeah, I'll still take Batman.
Really?
Yeah,
I can just see
the
them like
suit.
I just can see
Nah,
them just
because
like
she has
constantly
Hawkeye on her
fighting
side
for
if he
like
has Alfred.
2 hours just straight, just like
Imagine-
equal match, just like
Imagine Alfred,
going back and forth.
Alfred
Okay.
and Hawkeye.
I got one for you.
Ooh.
Who would win in a hand-to-hand combat, straight up fighting match? Batman or Shang-Chi?
I don't know who that is. So Batman.
He's in deep thought right now.
I don't know. I mean,
I know you know who Shang-Chi is.
yeah,
And he's fucking straight up human. Like,
see, but Batman's also trained in all the different types of martial arts. Shang-Chi's like king of martial arts.
that's what I'm
mean-
saying. Who do you think would win?
I mean, if you're going straight up hand-to-hand combat,
That's it. It's straight up hand-to-hand combat.
You got to give the advantage. I mean, everybody has an advantage. Like I said, I see it the same way. Them just going back and forth for like 2 hours, just exchanging blows.
You're
There's
really
no
putting
winner.
a lot of like that Batman can really fight for that long.
He can take on anybody.
Like normally,
I mean,
would you be able to fight for 2 hours? Because I sure as fuck no, I
we're
wouldn't be
talking
able
about the
to.
comics, like, but you know, like, it'd be, like there would be no winner. There'd just be
So it'd be a
exchanging
draw.
blows, blocking, like punching. Yeah,
Batman's in hella shape. He can run a couple marathons.
Yeah.
He'll be fine.
That's true.
He's like 50 years old, but,
but
don't
we're
worry,
talking
guys.
about like taking punches and like throwing them too, not just running.
Oh,
I'm just saying, yo. Like,
Hey,
So-
without a knee brace, Batman's nothing.
that's
So-
very true.
so going on that note, we got what we got. I love that argument. That was perfect. That was exactly what I was looking for. Honestly, that was great. But switching on to the other side of the show, going on to the sports side, we're about literally 100 days until kickoff for college football.
Is it happening? Is there gonna be? But is it real football they're gonna use?
It's
Real
real
football.
Oh, okay, just checking.
We're gonna be seeing some football. We're gonna be seeing some headbutts. We're gonna be seeing a lot of shit going down.
Are they gonna
Because-
like Lysol it in between like kicks and passes? No, we're not gonna do that. I mean, we should, right?
That would take a lot
yeah.
of time.
I really honestly cannot
and-
believe that they're opening back up, especially after who was it? Those two guys from the NBA that like actually had coronavirus and they went
Donovan
and
Mitchell
like
and Rudy Gobert.
I mean, did anything happen to them? Did they get nothing?
I think
They
I
got
think all the players that tested positive were all asymptomatic
Mhm.
and were fine. Kevin Durant had it.
yeah, but he didn't go cough on anybody on purpose.
He coughed on the microphone before he knew he had it.
Oh, was that Kevin Durant?
No,
that was Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert.
See?
Yeah,
Oh,
he did it before he knew he had it. He didn't
Oh.
do it after. He did it jokingly around, like, "Oh yeah, sure, I have it." When it wasn't that serious,
And then he had it.
and then he had it.
Yeah.
It's his nickname is actually Rudy Patient X Gobert now. So,
Oh,
so let's see how much free
So-
agency dollars he gets when he gets a free agency market. We'll see who pays him.
Oh,
Damn.
that's true. Let's see who would pay him. I mean, that was just I don't know what he did. I mean, it was he didn't know. Of course, is
So
what he says
we're gonna-
allegedly, but
So we're gonna like, kick off Colin Kaepernick for kneeling, but this guy can like cough on a microphone and like probably kill people, but that's okay. I mean, I'm just saying.
I mean, we know why Colin Kaepernick did the knee and was still not into the fucking league because of the events that happened on Monday, and that is just horribly wrong. And every athlete is speaking out about it, and that.
I mean, it's why Colin Kaepernick fucking kneeled in the first place, right?
And the funniest. Okay, I know we're gonna go off subject real quick here, but I want to talk about this. You know where he got this idea from? Does anybody know? If you know, tell me right now.
Who?
Why Colin Kaepernick took a knee? Because before he was sitting on the bench.
Why he took a knee?
Yes. No, like why? Because before he was just sitting on the bench and then he started taking a knee. Where he got the idea to take the knee.
No.
I think it was a veteran gave him the idea, right?
Do you know who that veteran is?
Nope.
Okay. That's good. That's good. It was a veteran. He was a Marine. His name was Todd Boyd. And Todd Boyd was a former long snapper for the University of Texas. And Todd Boyd, and he did his tour, did his stuff, did all this stuff, and he came back to college as a walk-on for the University of Texas. He did his Marine stuff and everything like that. He played college football when I think he started playing like at the age of 30 or something like that. And of course, made a name for himself, went on to the NFL, tried to become a deep snapper in the NFL. And while all this was going on, he was the one who reached out to Colin Kaepernick and understand what he was doing. A Marine, a person who defends his country, told him, you know what? Take a knee. You're showing more respect if you take a knee than you're sitting down. Because we take knees when we go to visit our soldiers, or you guys take knees when somebody is injured on the floor, showing the pain of respect. Does Donald Trump put a hand over his heart when the American anthem comes on, when the national anthem comes on? Has anybody ever seen that? No. His hands down there at his side. But yet, when a guy is protesting about police brutality and what we saw this Monday, it's and he's out of the league because of it. The only one. Other players started doing it after Colin Kaepernick was doing it. But the only reason why they're still in the league is because they're setting an example because of Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick was the first one, so he's never allowed back at all.
Justin, Jose?
I agree. I mean, I agree with everything Andrew said. Rudy Gobert's not going to get excommunicated, but it's a shame. And I would have really liked to see the 49ers win the Super Bowl that the Ravens won. That was in New Orleans when the power went out. I would have really loved to see Kaepernick win that Super Bowl and then everyone lose their mind.
They were up. They were up and winning that game.
Yep, before the blackout.
Yeah. And then that just stopped their momentum. But yeah, I agree with you on that one too. But I mean, yeah. Justin,
thoughts?
Jay Steele.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah. Jay Steele.
Thoughts? No. It's just pretty sad what's going on in the world. I'm totally for protesting. I am pro protesting, but peacefully,
And that's a thing.
Violence begets violence, you guys. You know what I mean? Two wrongs don't make a right. I get, that I get it. I mean, I watch videos. Horrible,
and
awful.
Darn well when this season starts, people are going to be fucking kneeling.
I
darn well it's gonna happen.
It's gonna roll over to any sports. Like
yes.
Who was his friend? His friend was a famous
Steven Jackson.
There you go.
He's played for Spurs.
There you go. See, yeah.
But even like LeBron's reposting the "I Can't Breathe" shirt that he wore.
Yeah.
A lot of athletes are in it.
Have you seen the other side of that picture? There were 3 cops on top of him. It wasn't just that one on his neck. There was 2 others there. That's sad.
Oh yeah, but this is gonna very well roll over into all forms of sports. So we're gonna see a lot.
They're gonna be using their platforms big time, and Donald Trump is gonna. Why is he behind us? Why is that motherfucker behind us?
What?
I got some requests from the fans out there that wanted to see some equality in the background.
Who?
I look at the comments. Don't look at me.
It was his sister.
I know Fishy's an Aggie. I know that, but I don't want that on my show. I know Fishy went there.
I told her, I said, I'm gonna have to work on Andrew Bleeds Burnt Orange. And then I was like, put it up. He said, I got you.
Son of a mother. Yeah, if you really want to piss
It's
me off,
back.
throw that shit up on the wall.
It's back. It's back.
Thank you very much.
So why are A&M and UT cowards? Why don't they play each other anymore?
Oh, it's because A&M are the cowards. They don't want to sign the deal.
No.
Ooh.
UT just don't want it.
Let's
Oh!
hash it out.
They don't want it.
Oh,
Let's end the
dude!
show. Let's hash
Wait a
this
minute.
out.
Hold on. Let me wait. Let's backtrack a little bit. When Tom Herman first came as the head coach of UT, his first priority was to bring back the Texas Shootout, the Lone Star Shootout, as it's called. A&M didn't want none of part of it because we're set for our schedule and all this other stuff and our conferences and da 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 da, and we don't want to have it on Thanksgiving like the old days and blah 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 blah.
Ooh,
Why?
Justin.
Why? Because
Why, Justin? Why J Steele?
I mean, why?
Why J Steele? Why? Tell us.
Tom
It was-
Herman.
It was no.
Fishy,
It
why?
was more to that.
Why?
Tom Herman. Even Jimbo said no when he came in. This is when Kevin Sumlin was at A&M, and even Jimbo, when Jimbo Fisher came in, Tom asked him, and he said no.
Ooh, what happened, Justin? Come on, J Steele.
When was that?
I'll,
That was the first-
I'll play devil's advocate.
What happened?
A&M's been the better program in the last 10 years, probably. They've got the better coach.
Ooh.
They don't want to waste a schedule spot with putting UT who's not ranked.
Why?
anymore,
Because
I
they're
guess.
afraid that what happened the last time they faced us,
I don't know what happened the last time.
They
Please enlighten
lost.
Everyone. Enlighten. What happened?
they lost.
Who is A&M's quarterback? at
And
that time?
you know the leader of the series is Texas, by the way.
Of course they are. They used to be the powerhouse.
Okay, so why not still trying? You still want to be the powerhouse of Texas? Yeah, you're playing the SEC. Okay, one of the biggest Power 5 divisions. All right, I'll give you that. But let's see if you still are the Texas Superior. Why don't you come play us? Play us, A&M. Why not?
Mm.
It's gonna be money in your pocket. It's gonna be money in our pocket.
And they just don't want- they
We
don't- they don't
tried
wanna
to
waste
set the
spot.
date two years down the road. They said no.
Damaso Barra says, but Texas was the original program that didn't want to renew the agreement with A&M. And then Ocho says it's up to the commissioner of each conference.
That's
Not-
why A&M left, because we got our own network.
Oh yeah.
They went for more
They were mad
money.
about that.
That's why they left the Big 12.
Yeah, that is true. Because you got a network and they didn't.
We won a national championship. That's how we got our network. Sorry.
Should have won
When was the last time y'all won one?
Should have won more.
I love how UT fans are like Yankees fans from college football. It's great. Same thing with
I'm
I
not.
agree.
I know.
I
No,
agree.
I admit that we had some down years, especially when when Charlie Strong was there. We had a couple of good wins. We lost to fucking Kansas, dude. Come on.
Mm.
Don't
think
get me wrong.
The only way to settle this
Play
is have them
us.
play.
Just
But
play.
it's not up to A&M. It's not up to Texas. Like
It's
in the comments, it's up
Texas-
to the commissioners. They
No.
need to figure that shit out.
dude, the ADs would work it out. It's more money for each conference. It's more money. It's old school whack. That's what it is. So just do it.
I mean,
They need to.
Southwest.
I mean, I would want to watch that game.
Oh yeah,
Wouldn't you? I mean,
Everybody in the
Shit.
state will be tuned into that. And not only that, everybody in the nation will be tuning into that. Because why? A&M is in the SEC. It's an SEC school going against a Big 12 school. Look what happened when they played against LSU this past year. The money went up. Rates went up. It's a good game. Why not bring it back? Bring back the Lone Star Shootout.
Texas is not the
Last time we
program they
played
used
this
to
game
be.
was literally almost 15 to 10 years ago.
Texas is not the program they used to be.
Texas is on the rise, people. I say that every year. Oh, we're back. We're back. We won a Sugar Bowl literally 2 years ago against an SEC team who almost beat Alabama in the SEC championship.
Hot dogs.
Is Sam Ellinger still a quarterback?
Yes.
Man, I hate Sam Ellinger so much. He is so bad. He's the most overrated quarterback in the country, and it is hilarious every year. I love it.
Is that why he's in for a national for a Heisman campaign this year?
Hey, I want to see him do it. I'd love to see.
I'd
him
love
do
to see him do it too.
it. If he could learn how to throw the football, he's on his track.
Dude, he's 70% complete of his passes, bro. What do you mean throw the
Yeah,
football?
That's not impressive in college football anymore. Everyone can do that now.
Really?
Yes. Especially with Todd Herman. He's a good offensive coach.
But he doesn't run the offense.
Todd Herman's a good coach. He's a good offensive coach. Everywhere he goes has good offensive. Sam Ellinger, he's a decent quarterback, but he's so overrated. If he gets drafted this year, he's just going to
What happens if he gets drafted by the Jets?
I would be very disappointed.
Oh my god.
But would you
I-
take them?
No,
Right?
no, thank you. I'd be very sad.
Oh, you'll be set with Sam Darnold?
Yes. I would rather have Sam Darnold, no questions.
It doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile.
Winning's
Almost doesn't
winning.
count. No, almost doesn't count.
Yeah, almost doesn't count as horseshoes and hand grenades.
And other things.
Texas can't even recruit the state of Texas.
Really? We can't recruit in the state of Texas?
I can't wait for Oklahoma State to Texas this year. I can't wait.
Yeah, me too. It's gonna be fun.
I can't.
Especially when we
State's
talk about it on the show.
Oklahoma State's going to win the Big 12 this year. I
100
can't
more
wait.
days.
I
can't
Here
wait.
we go.
Let's
It's
see
gonna
if
be
it
fun.
happens.
Football,
Let's see if it
sports.
happens.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh,
see if it happens.
It's happening.
It's
especially
happening.
here in Texas.
Texas, they already said 25% capacity. The governor said it can be 25% capacity of the stadium can be filled. So people
Well,
can't
it's-
go to the stadiums and watch the game.
Wait, they can't?
Can.
They can? Other good people are going to be there in like hospital beds being pulled up. Might as well have ventilators right there.
But they're gonna have guidelines and everything.
Oh yeah, they're
Every other seat.
I hope my Florida Panthers Dallas Stars tickets are usable soon.
People are
Still
not
haven't
even
gotten that
going to know
refund.
what to do with themselves. They're going to be
Still-
like, oh my God, I'm free.
You're
I'm
gonna
out.
get it one day.
They're
if it
already
hasn't
doing
happened.
that. Look at them. They're like acting like wild animals.
Well, it's like the NBA season. Like they're thinking about doing the playoffs and having this like for the A spot right now. The Spurs, Pelicans, Kings, and who else is up there? Blazers. I think
Demosu
that they're gonna
Parra.
have them fight out for that spot. I mean,
yeah, they're gonna have like a little playoff
Little
to
playoff
get
to-
into
into the
the
playoffs.
playoffs. I think that's what I think they should do like hockey. I think hockey came out and said that they were adding
who was that?
His friend.
Was that Ochoa?
No. Demosu Parra.
Man,
Oh.
Andrew's writing down names for his list. He's writing down names like,
No,
I'm gonna remember this during college
His
football
question,
season,
his
guys.
question, because he's saying that Texas can't recruit the state. Well, how come we got the top linebacker in the state, the top lineman in the state, the top two linemen in the state? We're recruiting the state. Tom Herman is bringing the recruitment back to Texas from recruiting within the state. dude.
Okay, but why did they back out?
Who?
I don't know. It says how many recruits backed out of their commitments to Texas this year.
There was only two that backed out,
Who?
and they went back into the transfer portal, or they didn't sign their tenure. They can do that, especially now with the transfer portal. Anybody can go anywhere
Mm.
because they're not held accountable. If they want to leave, they can leave. They're not sit out a year. That's how the new transfer portal is. If, like, for instance, Drew McCall, who went to USC, committed to USC, went to USC, got into the transfer portal, came to Texas, went through spring training at Texas, was going to start the season at Texas, went back to USC, played at USC. They can do it. It's their own choice. Unlike the coaches, like, where they can leave anytime they want if they get a new contract somewhere. Where coaches is on a streak at a school committing to the person where he's sitting into the room with this high schooler saying, I'm gonna. If they don't think that they can make it at Texas, they want to go somewhere else, let them.
By the way, to hype up your Longhorns, currently, according to 24/7 Sports, they have the best recruiting class in the Big 12 and the 8th best in the nation.
Well,
So we'll see if Todd Herman can actually use them. I hope he can.
Well,
maybe.
It makes
He
the Big
will.
12 look better.
We will see. I just can't wait to see
I'm
some
just
football.
I'm excited to
I'm
see
just
football,
excited
especially when it
too.
comes to college, dude. I'm excited about seeing college football. Like, that's the best football you can get.
Yes, this is Oklahoma State's big year.
As
They're
long as
doing
they
Big 12.
keep
We get it.
money out of it and don't pay these players like they're talking about, college football is the best football.
Or just give them a good per diem that can last them through the season instead of this freaking $500 or $300 that they have to spend within a month or 2 months or whatever that they have.
What?
Give them a nice heavy per diem that they can use throughout the school year, and they'll be okay. They don't need to get paid. They get that if they make it to the pros. That's where they make their big
I
money.
mean, they already get taken care of so much.
Yeah, and they get free stuff.
Yeah.
They get free stuff, free merchandise. They get Nike gear, whatever gear that they have. Their multi-million-dollar locker rooms that they're getting now, where they can sleep in the locker room, Tempur-Pedic, or
What the
want to
fuck?
get. Oh, dude, you should see these state-of-the-art locker rooms
Sleep
that
in
they're
the locker room?
that
So
they're.
they would live there now. They don't have to go back
I
to
was
the
about to
dorm?
If they want to, yeah, they can spend the night pretty much
But
in
no
the
one
locker
wants
room.
to live in the locker room. Who wants to do that?
The locker rooms that they
Yeah.
have now, I would.
I think just once you start letting them earn this side money and this endorsement money, it's going to take away from the purity of the game.
It is.
'Cause then they're all going to want to just jump to the NFL
Mhm.
for more money.
It's just like how the G League is doing now to college basketball. They can right out of high school, you can go play in the G League, get paid to play. You're not going to probably make as much as you would if you go over to Europe, but you can still stay in the United States and play. And still play, and then your family can still come see you. So that's where I agree with Jay Steele on that. Don't let the players get paid in college. You know, I mean, NBA had that one and done rule. It's not working. They're still going and leaving. Everybody thought they would stay another 2 years or so. No,
they're not even. I mean, they're going to
go
high
back
school.
to
They're not
high
even-
school
They're not even like finishing high school. They're leaving from high school and
to
going
go
to
pros. Yeah, to go play over in
Yeah.
Europe.
Well,
So-
that's what they want to do. It's their prime. They're in their prime right now. But they're gonna get old and they're gonna get all messed up. And
Well, it's all about the Benjamins, pretty much. That's why
Yeah.
That's why I love college football. It's pure. It's nothing about team spirit, team on team. Your school versus my school. Let's see who can do it. Just like how it was in high school,
they get that in high school.
but it's a lot bigger.
Yeah,
They get
a
it in high
lot
school.
bigger.
Yeah, but you want to go like if
the
you're
but the
somebody
competition
fucking-
level is just
Dude,
like,
you're
But if
playing
somebody
against the
recruits
best in the
you- But
nation.
if somebody comes in and recruits you out of high school, you're gonna be like, "Fuck yeah!"
But you gotta
You're not
remember-
gonna be
okay,
like, "Oh, I wanna
You
go
got to
college
remember. You got to
first."
remember the statistic about how when it comes to from high schoolers going to college. Me and JC are part of that statistic. We didn't make it to college to play anywhere in
Okay,
college,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And then when you make it to the college and you make it to a Division I school,
Uh huh.
it's rare that you'll make it to the NFL
Uh huh.
and you'll get drafted. Be
Uh-huh.
those 244 players that get drafted.
Uh huh.
So I'm just saying that what you were talking about
All I'm saying
the
is
odds of jumping from high school to professional football is
is slim.
yeah, very slim
It's like
to none.
2-3%.
well, yeah, I know, but I mean, I'm just saying, why not? Why would you want if somebody came
But
in?
most
and
of these
recruited
athletes
you,
make these
But
names
that's-
for themselves in college.
Right.
That's how they
Yeah.
become who they are.
That's
to
why-
make it to the NFL.
That's why we like college
Yeah.
football because you have to go at least stay two to 3 years before you even go to the NFL. Granted, if you get redshirted, okay, you're a redshirt freshman, but you're considered still a sophomore. It's your second year, but you're a redshirt freshman. You still have an extra year of eligibility. You can jump into the NFL.
So let's say you've been on ESPN's like top 8 for like your whole fucking life since you've been playing sports. You've already got recognition. You've already been.
And a
seen.
lot of kids do because especially
Okay.
in high school nowadays, they're
So
televising
then-
football games.
But the thing is, the NFL wants to see how you can perform at the college level because high school to college is completely different. You can be the best of the best of the best in high school,
When
And
you
you can
go
be
to the
just
next
a-
level
third string regular guy in college.
and never see the field.
Never, yeah.
That's why a lot of people
That's why
transfer
they jump
out.
from schools because they
Well,
think
that
they're the
sucks.
best of the best. Then they get to the school, then they go up against a guy who's better than them, and they're like, "Oh, well,
Yeah.
Well, let me go to this school where he's not there, and I can be number one."
Mm.
That's what it is. And with basketball, it's I'm not saying it's that easy to transition to pro, but if you're that good in high school, Kobe, Kevin Garnett, Moses Malone, those all came right out of high school to go play in the pros. If you're that good, they went. But now since the pros put out that one and done rule, it's it. So it is what it is. But that's going to be it for us tonight here on the Film Room. We do appreciate you guys tuning in. We love all the guys that were giving us the interaction. We love you guys. We appreciate it. We are here every Thursday night here at Southtown 101 Pub Source Radio Studios. That's Amanda Rogan and Jay Steele. We are out. Peace.
Study long.